Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for another retail talk. I'm Sonja Stekic and I'm marketing manager at Fiscal Solution, and this is my colleague Darko. Darko, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Sure. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you again. I think you saw me yesterday, so I will jump out of your screen every day. No, don't worry, it will not be that bad. I'm Darko. I'm CEO of the company Fiscal Solutions. I love retail and I love to talk, so it's a perfect combination.
I think everybody loves it because we are all shoppers. I think that we need to know, all of us need to know what the retail is, and because we are all using it. And are you okay, Darko?
Yeah, I'm just
You're checking technology.
because
Okay.
I'm not that with the system I want to use. I want to use as well at the same time, and I think I should learn.
I think you should put it. Yes. Okay. Before we start with our very interesting topic that we have today, I would like to introduce you to our company and what we actually do. Fiscal Solution is a company that produces software for fiscalization and is one of the leaders in this field in the European and global markets. We work with major retailers in over 27 countries around the world. We also provide some consulting services such as workshops of various types, webinars, and other forms of consulting. As we work with a large number of clients and have been in business for over 20 years, we can say that we know the retail industry very well. And that's why we have our Retail Talks online event. As you know, I said at the beginning that we have a very interesting topic today. Darko and I will walk you through the largest tech store in Europe that is located in Hamburg, Germany. Now we will play a video for you and we will comment what we see. And because Darko was there a couple days ago, Darko, can you please said to us your first impressions, what you saw, what was like the first feeling that you felt when you entered the store, when you saw the store?
Yes. So first, just the technique. Let's check the technique. You can hear me good? Am I okay?
Yes,
Is my sound fine?
I can hear
Very
you
good.
yes.
I hope the space is running fine as well, because I cannot check it in the moment. But I think so.
Now you have like some echo.
Okay. So it should be actually okay. If there are some problems, tell me, please. So I will turn everything off and I will just leave this platform for the streaming. So coming back to the topic. Yes, I was a couple of days ago in that huge store. It's really, really huge, full with consumer electronics. And of course, everybody likes that today. So it was very impressive from the product point of view anyway. But I was more impressed about the structure, about the let's say, focus on the consumer experience, about the new design and all these features. So I will give you, of course, my impressions as we are going through the store. I tried to record as much as possible, and I would be really, really glad and keen to discuss the details with you and with our audience as well. Shall we already open it? Let me check. Yes. So this is, already on the beginning, I'm not sure if you recognize the city, but this is the most beautiful city in the world. At least if you ask the people who are living there, they will tell you so. And I am living in that city. So that's why it is the most beautiful city in the world. It's called Hamburg. And that area that you just saw is actually called Alster. And very near in that area, there is a main station, railroad station. And this is very important for you to understand, just to have a feeling where this store is actually located. So it's actually very near to the railroad station, main station. It's exactly on the opposite side. There is it. So this is the MediaMarkt store. It's directly opposite of the main station and at the beginning of the walking area. And you can imagine that because it's the beginning of the walking area and because of the station, it's a really crowded area. So there are so many people around any time of day. If you arrive there, you will find lots of people. So the location of this store is, from my point of view, absolutely perfect. So let's continue.
I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up.
And here we are. So we are in the store now. Before I show you the details of the store, they are, of course, very impressed. Let me give you some general information about the store. There are actually 5 levels of the store, 5 floors. On the top, it's the most impressive one. It's actually gaming area. The gaming area itself is around 3,500 square meter. So it's a huge. And in the second part of the video, we will go over there as well, and we will check the details as well. Overall, we have in that store only around 15,000 square meter of retail space. So it's a really, really huge space. You see now, of course, in this display, what is located in which floor. And what is very interesting, if you check the, I think, first level, I can't see, it's too small for me, but yes, it's first OG, means first level. There is something called body care. As I saw that first, and I'm not German guy, so I thought I will find there some cosmetics. But no, you can buy the coffee machine over there, as I'm coffee lover. So this is absolutely great. Guys, you need coffee in order to take care of your body. So that, I like that. So the structure of the store is quite simple and very easy to navigate. I love that. You see on this sign already, there are, of course, 5 floors. And then you see on the left side, description, short description of the floor. And on the right side, something that they are calling boutiques. And this is something that is very special for the stores. The boutiques are actually special areas of the store just dedicated to certain brands. And we will visit one of them, and I will give you more input about that. But this is really something very special and very interesting.
Sorry, Darko, I need to interrupt you just a minute.
Sure.
I saw videos and photos on internet that is like showing a lot of people waiting in lines before in front of the door. I don't know if they make a large store but didn't think about enters, how that much people will enter that space, because I think that this is a big problem for that capacity and that big of a store.
I don't think that this is the problem. So let me show you the store entrance, the door. So you see there are, let's say, 4 lines, I think, that you can use to enter the store. But the point is the store is very new. So I think the opening was on the 5th of September. And the new stores, and probably at the day of the opening or day after, are of course crowded. Lots of people want to see it. So I think this is the first initial, let's say, crowd, and that will go down. As I was there, it was no problem at all to enter the store, and there were even not long queues. On the other side, I can imagine that this 5th floor with the gaming area is attracting lots of younger people, of course. And those people are probably there as soon as the school is over. And this is somewhere after 4 o'clock in the evening, or even 5 o'clock or something like that, depending on the school. So I think in the evening, it will be probably more people inside. During the day and during the working time, it will be probably not that full. This video was recorded around 2 o'clock p.m. Yes. So it's quite okay. Anything else, or I can continue?
No. That was my main question.
Sure. Oh, we are now in the store, and we start with those boutiques. You see now 2 points. You see in the middle area, let's say, in the middle area, and I will show you this area a little bit later, even more in detail. There are lots of products, items that you can buy, that you can take, or whatever. But if you go on the side of the stores, then you can go to those boutiques.
I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They say they want it, I need it. Damn, I'm going dumb like I dropped out of class. Get in my lane.
Now you see how those boutiques are looking like. So those are the areas which are actually dedicated just to one brand. They have 47 of those. And this is actually the main reason why they call the store actually Tech Village, because it has somehow the feeling of the small city, like a small village, because you have a lots of small houses, let's say this one, with a certain brand and product inside, and then you can walk around like in the city. So I like the wording Tech Village.
And you can test everything. I think that's the main
Yes.
thing, that you can test everything before you buy. I
Yes.
think about the technology and products that are from technology.
Right. So actually, those areas have more or less 2 or 3 different targets or proposes. On one side, you can talk to the people over there, because there are people from that brand which totally know the brand and the products of that brand. So you can find the people that are really skilled and at the products very easily. You just go there into that area and you will talk to somebody from that area. And the second point is, those areas have the products which are most interesting, which are somehow very new, or maybe even, something very special, and you can take them and you can test them. So almost everything what you see in the store can be tested. Of course, except those products, items which are packaged, you cannot open them and test it, but you have somewhere around very similar products to be able to test.
Right past, I turn it up, watch me go to the max. You ain't it first and you know that you last. I thought I told him I'm coming right back. I got a flows like it came from the tap and I can't.
You see, for example, this is from Garmin. I'm user of Garmin. I have the watch, for example, from them. And this is perfectly. I went inside and I asked the guys about the cable that I need because I'm missing one. So you don't have any queues or whatever. So it's very convenient to talk to those people there. This is finally, I had always the problem to find the people to serve me in such a big stores. With that concept like they implemented now, you can easily find the people that can help you.
From my city, that's right on my back. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta.
And now you see the central area where all of those products are existing actually. So if you want to buy something, you can pick up over there your product, or you can use those areas that we just saw, which they call boutiques.
Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those fans getting
Sorry,
severed.
Darko,
Sure.
need to interrupt you again. I think that maybe this kind of new strategy in marketing, I would say like that, to just put aside one brand and make it like a full like a little house, like you said, of one brand. I think that this might make a problem for smaller businesses. Because when you have like a small business, you have like you're new to the market, you don't have enough capital, you don't have enough money to pay that spot. I think that this could be concerning for a small business. What do you think about that?
Absolutely, of course, because the retailer wants, of course, to have the products which are the most attractive. And that's why they will prefer somehow the companies which have the products which are already very famous. And these are mostly the big companies. So on one side, the retailer will like to have those kind of companies to attract, let's say, consumers. On the other side, of course, this is the way for the retailer to earn money. So these are the prime locations within the store. And of course, it's much more expensive than to put the items on the shelf. I understand that. And yes, the smaller manufacturers will have a problem in such environment, yes.
But to have to fight that in that type of environment.
Sure.
I think that's the main question for producers.
Absolutely. So it will not be easy for them to jump directly in those areas. So I think, I'm not sure what is the strategy of MediaMarkt, but I can imagine that they are using certain areas to test how the consumers are liking certain products. If they see that the consumers are accepting the product and they like it and they are selling good, then they will move them into the better locations, of course, even if the small manufacturer is maybe not paying, because we should never forget that the prime target of the retailer is to earn money, to make turnover. So if the products are good sellable, they will use them and put them on the best place. If nobody wants to buy the product, it doesn't matter if you're a small company or big company, retailer will not push you. I understand that, but it's hard, of course. That's hard.
It's a battle.
Yeah, it is. Sure.
I
So
told
let's
them all
move.
I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I.
You see Tech Village. So they are using really all around the stores this naming, and I like it. It makes somehow it's fitting very good.
I swear I shoot like Berettas.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite areas. Actually, I don't like escalators because you just need to use them, and sometimes they're even broken and they are looking never nice. But this time in that store, you can see that designers were working on the escalators, and that's what I really like. So they put really attention to make the escalators interesting. So, for example, maybe you know that if you are visiting the first store and if you are on the escalators and you are going up, then you have this kind of feelings of what will I see if I am on the top? Is there something very special or not? So if you use a certain effects like lighting and LEDs and these kind of things, you can increase that excitement of the customer during the road, let's say, or during the journey on the escalator. They did that perfectly. Let me show you that.
Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I get let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I. I swear I shoot like Berettas. That's how I shoot. Lately I'm driven like I'm on the road. They in my lane, dog, I told them to.
It's really impressive. So you are on that escalators and you are going up, and then you are expecting to see something very interesting. Of course, and then it happens. Then you see something very interesting. So it's I like that a lot. So it's very, very nice.
Yes, it's very Instagramming. It's very like for TikTok, for making some videos. Like
Exactly.
once in Barcelona, they did like they made a trend from the stairs, and I think that this will happen here too.
Yes, but actually they used very simple tools. They use just lighting, not more, nothing else. So it's just a
special,
red
yes.
LED, not that special. But overall effect is so nice that your excitement is just growing as you are going up. So it's I like that a lot. It's very simple idea, but very good one. So now we moved into the area of the music, let's say. And it's a huge area. Of course, you can buy everything what is related to the music. And again, you have those boutiques, how they call them, around the central area. You can buy the music instruments in those booths, for example, in those areas, and you can test them all around. So this is really good. But then there is something else which made me really think about the concept of the, let's say, item strategy, or which items do they sell and why. Let me show you that.
Now that I'm popping, got too much to lose. Look at the numbers, got nothing to prove. I'm in the city, just me and my crew. Told me I'm sick and I know that it's true, but I'm still gonna boss like I got a blue. Yeah.
These are the old records, vinyl, I think it's English word, or old, very old-fashioned records, and you can buy them there. So I was thinking, what is the reason to put the old records in the such a modern store? And it was very obvious for me then in that moment, because if you have a very fashionable and stylish design of the store with gaming area and everything, you are attracting actually young people. And those young people are moving around and searching for the products. The question is how to attract and how to get older people, older generations in the store. Because I'm not gamer, for example, so I will never go to the gaming area. But I will look for the, let's say, interesting records. So the item selection which they have and which they offer in the store is also like that you as a maybe, or me as an older generation, can find something very excited for him. So this is really smart strategy. By that, they are creating the mix, let's say, of the consumers in the store.
Yes, but I think that right now the youngest generation, like my generation, even younger, like vintage things. I know a lot of my friends like have like those, and they're playing music on that, and we like it. And I don't think that this is just for like older people. I think that the topic of vintage things, we don't want fast fashion. We don't want like something that is passing like easily. We want to stick to something that is like, like antique. And I think that it's nice. I think that this is like a main goal for this market.
I'm not sure. I'm sure that you are right, of course, because you know the generation, the younger generation, Generation Z, much better than I do. But I think the idea was to select the products, let's say, and to offer the products which could maybe attract also the older generation. So even if the younger generation is also loving them, it's great, of course. But if I know, of course, that there is something nostalgical, let's say, in the store, even if it's very modern store, I like to go there. And there is something else very similar to that. And this was even bigger surprise for me. There is a favorite game of me in the store, very old one. I will show you this later, of course. We will move to that area as well. So let's move to the store. So music is perfect area, great.
I told him that I'm coming back, so let me get all of that. Time is now, I'm coming around to get a check. Said I need my taxes back. Over time, I'm getting my...
You see, actually older people all over there. So it's my generation. It's
Sorry,
really nice.
I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong.
And you mentioned a couple of minutes ago that people can test there whatever they want. This is the basic of the concept. Even in the music area, there are such a, let's say, relaxing areas where you can just sit and wait till your friend or whoever is looking for something. But during your stay over there, you can test also things. For example, over there you see piano and relaxing area. So you in the same area. So it's not separated. So you can relax and test the items, and this is very smart.
And I saw that lots of people playing that piano.
Yes.
Going there to film themselves how they are playing, and I like that very much because it's like entertaining other people. With your music.
This is a big strategy, big part of the marketing strategy. So what they want, at least I think so, they want to create like a marketing hype, like a social network effect and viral effect on the social networks. And you can create that if the people are visiting in the store and doing something very special. And if, of course, it's special to play around with the newest piano of the world or something like that.
And they will spend much more time that they planned if you give them something to do.
Exactly. Okay, let's move around. It's a big store. So we are again on the escalator. You see now different colors. So they are playing with the colors on the escalators as well. So this is showing you now somehow, okay, now I'm entering into the special area. And it is because this is now the entrance to the gaming area. And as we would expect,
it's giving like a Star Wars, like swords, you know.
Or you have already feeling, exactly. Even if I was not there, even if I was not yet on the top of the escalators, I already had a feeling here is something very special because the color is different of the escalators. All others are red, and this one is red and blue. And then if you just turn a little bit to the right, you will see lots of different neon lights and LED lights and so on. And you're asking already yourself, what's going on there? What are those lights? What will I see? So you have already that excitement in yourself.
I think I got a vendetta.
But you still don't know what is there because you cannot see. The escalator is going slowly. So I don't know if they are doing it, on purpose.
On purpose, I think.
But it could be like that. Maybe. I don't know. But it's good.
Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed.
Okay, and now we are there. So at that moment, if you reach the gaming area, you can already take a chair and play. Because it's immediately in the very near to the top of the escalators, you can already see the spots where you can sit and play. And this is now the major, I think, the most attractive part of the store is that gaming area. 3,500 of square meters just to play. 130 chairs, let's say, or environments where you can play, and 200 working places, let's call them like that, where the streamers can stream the content. And this will be even, I don't know, really, really impressive. But let's have a look around on that playing areas. By the way, they are using the newest technologies, the newest displays and really powerful machines. So it's a really, you enjoy the game. Really, you really enjoy it. And this is another point which was very surprising for me. So on one side, you have lots of digital things, but you have also the area where you can play the card games or board games, those where you can sit with your friends and do like I don't know, Pokemon or whatever the guys are playing. I'm not sure. And this was very surprising for me. So it's not just the digital area with the digital games. It's also something like analog, let's say, area. And this is really nice.
Like some board games or something like that. I don't see it very clearly.
These are just the tables, let's say, where you can sit and play, and you can run tournaments or something like that. Because on the tables, there are, I'm not playing those games, but you have usually these kind of decks, boards or something like that you're using for your cards. And it's not a board game, but it's a board for the card game, where you put your cards. And I'm not that good in that area. I'm not playing.
I'm playing the types of games. I like it.
Yeah. And this is already prepared. And on the side, you have a real board games as well. So you can take them and play over there as well.
Nice.
And what is really good, you can bring your own stuff as you like. Nobody cares. So if you want, you can bring your board game. You can sit over there with your friends and spend 5 hours if you want. Nobody will tell anything. And this is really, really nice because by that culture, the store is becoming the spot for socialization. And this is really interesting change of the retail. I love that.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. This is the area which was closed. So unfortunately, they didn't finish everything, but 95%, let's say. So I was not able to join or to check this area. It should be also very impressive, but next time I will do that and bring it to you. But this is very interesting. There are 2 places, 2 bars, let's say, where you can buy drinks and snacks. And this is in the same area where you can play your games. So you can go and take your energy drink or whatever you want very easily. So nice. But you can take, or you can bring your own drinks as well. So I saw lots of young people over there with the, with the lunch or whatever, going there just to play the game during the lunch. So why not? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Look at this. They are looking so good in those spots.
Yeah.
And this is also very interesting. You see the people, in this case, it was a younger audience, younger consumers, but they are talking to each other. They are socializing. It's not just, that they are sitting somewhere and everybody's own world. It's not like that. It's a meeting point for them. And this is really nice.
And I like it there because every kid now can be a YouTuber. They don't have to buy that expensive like equipment and everything and computer and put that stuff on to their tables at homes. They can just go there and film everything and stream everything and do whatever they want. I think this is a great opportunity for the kids.
Yes, even more. So now this area over there can already be used for everything, for streaming, for social networks and so on. But they have a dedicated area just for streaming. And this is
with ring lights and everything.
Yes, you will see it. It's like a spaceship. Yeah. So let's move around more. Now I promise you to show you the very nostalgic game, let's say, that I like. And this is in certain area where just these kind of games are placed. And this is this one, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Yes, so you can play the Pac-Man, the real one, the old one. So nothing new, nothing fancy. So you have real joystick and you move your guy on the screen.
I think that this is the first time in my life that I saw Pac-Man like that.
The real one. So of course.
I never saw a real one.
And this is what I mean. This is now a mixture for the older generations and for younger generations. So if you like the old games, you can play even the old games there.
Nice.
I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them.
And now we are coming to the area which you just mentioned regarding the streaming. And I wanted to show you the dedicated area just for events. They call it event area, let's say. There is a space for 200 people over there, plus stage, where you can present your product, do the releases of the games, or do something else. And look at now this. It's already,
It's incredible.
Yes, even in that moment, if you step into that tunnel and you're going through that tunnel, those LED lights are already creating excitement in you. And you see nothing on the other side, it's dark. So now...
And again, something Instagramming, something for filming, something... I saw it everywhere. I like it very much.
And if you are in that tunnel, you think, oh my God, what will be at the end? What's happening over there? Because it's dark on the other side and you are, something is happening. And then you are moving around, look at that. And then you come inside. Bang! Look at now what the size of this event is. Look at this. This is all these places, all these spots. This is, 200 of them, just for streamers and gamers and to do their business, let's say, to stream if they want and to have fun by streaming. Unbelievable. Look at that. With lights, with everything what you need. Yes. Look at this. It's like in the spaceship. It's, really big. Look. Unbelievable. And there on the top of the room, there is a stage, let's say. And in that stage, you can organize events and product releases, and they will organize it as well for sure. And then they will invite, I'm sure, the influencers and streamers and gamers in general, and they can sit over there and stream.
But
yes,
they put like experience, like that moment, like a branding. They want to make a brand of it, and I like it very much.
Yes. Let's move a little bit. But now you see how big is the space between stage and the first row of the streamers, let's say. They could easily put over there, 10 rows more of streamers. So this room is extendable. You can put even more people inside and have it still very nice and very good. So I'm sure they will organize some very interesting events there.
Maybe they want to have like a dance floor or something like that.
Yeah, it's absolutely enough space to do that. So let's move. Look at that. Impressive, right?
Yeah. I have no words to say. It's like
impressive.
Magic. Yes, it's impressive.
Yeah, so now I'm out of the area where you are doing the streaming, and we will run a little bit more. I'm moving now towards an exit, but I'm still on the same floor. So we will just run a little bit more through this gaming area. Look at that. I swear I shoot like Berettas. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Even the screens, if you see over there, are not the small screens. These screens are really big. So it's like in cinema, so you are playing FIFA on a really big screen. So it's totally different experience. You can never have that experience at home.
But I think that they need to put their sofas that are more comfortable than those little ones.
Yeah, probably. To have
I don't like that.
Maybe to have a short nap or something like that.
Maybe they want to make them to go faster home.
I don't know, but as my daughter was there, she called me from the store, and we have the recording somewhere in the internet as well. And she called me and she told me additional, I didn't publish that, but she told me, I bought something. I even don't need that, but it was so good experience. So I wanted to buy it. And this is exactly what they want to reach.
Yes.
The experience and feelings, excitement, and then you are buying even things that you don't need. So
yes, because you're happy. You're like like a butterfly. You need to buy everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are moving now almost out of the stores. So I didn't record that because the way is the same, of course. So we are now at the exit area. Of course, as always, at the exit area, you will find the point of sales, cash registers. And this is the only thing that I don't like in the stores. Why? Because everything is fine. They are using and modern and technically great. They are using even ESLs, means electronic shelf labels for the product, which is very modern and really nice. But the POS systems are nothing special. So I was expecting something like maybe self-checkouts or maybe some kind of mobile POSs or whatever. So they are still using traditional point of sale, probably with traditional fiscalization and everything in a traditional way. Okay, but it's not fitting into the concept of the very modern experience-based store, because in order to buy something and to pay it, I have to live in my head all the new experiences of gaming area, all the records and musics where I can test the instruments and all kind of these things, and to queue in line and wait for to
Yes,
pay.
and go back to old POS.
Not nice. So this is the only point which I can recommend to make it also very special experience, because it's possible to do that.
Yep.
So
Very easily.
yes, sure.
I told 'em all I get let up. They get on top of me
So this
never.
is the area,
Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas.
and now we are
That's how I
leaving
shoot.
the store, and that's it. We are outside of the store. So this was the journey through the store. What do you think?
I think that this store is magnificent. I like it very much. I would like to visit it. I hope that someday something like that will open in Balkan too, because I'm from Balkan. I'm living here, and that's who I am. But I think that this is like this type of store gives the customer new value, gives like a new experience. Everything is for the customer, and for the customer to feeling nice and good in this store. And I like it very much, because you see that retailer is thinking about every detail in that store. You and I found some like mistakes that can be easily fixed, but I think that this is like one step forward to like making that customer even tidy, and they will be like even more spoiled than it's right now. And I like it. I think that this is like a battle, like a war field, and you need to fight for your part of the ground. And I think that this is something that will make our retailers even stronger.
Mhm. I think they are answering. I totally agree with you with all points, absolutely. And I want to add something. I think they are answering actually very good the question, what is the future of the physical store? Because you know that the e-commerce is growing, social commerce is growing, live shopping is growing. But what's going on with the stores? What is the purpose of the store in the future? And I think we will see much more stores in the future offering experience as a major point, offering social meeting points as a very important part of the marketing strategy. And that I think this kind of change should happen in the stores, because then the store is not anymore the point where you are selling the items. The point is store where you meet the people. The store is point where you meet the people, where you talk to others, where you test the products, where you learn something, where you enjoy the event, where you experience something, and so on. I think
Yes.
they did that perfectly. Yes.
Yes, but when we talk about the new generation, I'm part of that generation. I'm like the oldest one in that generation. And I think that my generation, I would say like that, is very interactive, but in front of the camera. When the camera is off, we are all like
Introverts.
We are all like introverts. Yes, thank you. And I think that this concept is just here to support that type of people, and I like it very much. And I think that all the generations can find their self in this type of store, because it's like a mix of everything.
Yeah, but I have also two critical questions. Let's say I agree with you. I agree with me, of course, about the future of the stores. But I have to ask two critical questions as well, and maybe somebody in the audience would like to join the discussion. The question is, other markets like German market, for example, ready for that? Because some of the markets are very conservative. They are expecting certain things, and they are just going to buy something in those stores that are fulfilling those expectations. Are we, for example, in Germany, ready for that kind of stores? I don't know. What do you think? Is it time, let's say, to change the retail concepts, or it's too early maybe?
I think that it's time. We don't have like someone that will speak with us right now. Nobody is like raising their hands. You can speak in X space, or you can type a comment in below. But my opinion is it is a time. It is a time for changes, and we need to prepare for this. This is something that certainly is coming. That this is something that in 10 years will be in Balkans and so on. And we need to prepare ourselves, our systems, our people who are working in retail, in stores, in like managers or so on. We need to prepare them that this is happening. And if we prepare them, we will be like the leaders in 5 or 10 years. And I think that retailers need to like know that and need to like push their limits and make this happen.
I may be a little bit old-fashioned. Why? Because it's good to attract lots of young people into the store, of course, and to give them a possibility to meet and to hang out and to play or to do whatever, to enjoy. But the question is, are those people willing to buy? Will they buy? My daughter bought something, but she's 24. She's already earning her money, and but if you attract the children more or less, 16, 17, 18, I'm not sure that they can be the buyers, or that they can buy so much that kind of stores can survive. So the question is, what is the return of investment? Can they reach the return of investment? This is a big question for me. And another big, yes, please.
Sorry. Continue.
No, just the another big question. The another big question that I have is following: the retailer is retailer and not entertainer, so they have to learn to become entertainer. It's not that easy to provide, let's say, experiences to somebody on a constant way. You can do it once and maybe 2 times, but to do it constantly every day and to attract every day people to enjoy your experience, you have to become something else and not the retailer. Retailers are actually professionals in buying the stuff and selling them, but not in creating experiences. So they have to change them. And if the retailers are ready to do that, I'm not sure, to be honest.
But I think that nowadays, everybody needs to like entertain their customers. We are doing that, I think, in our business. Retailers need to do in their business. When you're selling something, you need to entertain your customers. I truly believe in that, but I think that this is like a step further, as you said, like from that what we are used to. But when you are targeting a 16-year-old like child, I would say like high school child, I think you are like indirectly targeting their parents, because he will go home, or she, never mind, he will go home and like ask mom and dad to buy mom and dad sorry to buy them that thing, or computer, or console, or PS, or whatever. But he will make impacts on their parents, and fortunately lots of parents will go there and buy it. And I don't think that this is like a lost opportunity, or like something that is missed, but it's like I think that this is like 2 steps in selling things.
I hope that you're right, because otherwise the retailers will not invest. But we definitely agree that the physical retail stores have to change. We definitely agree that if they stay like they are, the e-commerce and all those new concepts will be more successful, of course. So the existing retail, the existing stores have to change. are the retailers ready to change their own organizations, to employ the people which are able to create entertaining concepts? Do they understand the entertaining and experience? How to learn it? From whom to learn it? All those questions are not answered yet. And I think the retailers should answer them and invest in answering them. But I don't think that retailers that we know today are today ready for that. This is one topic. Another topic is usually retailer needs people with money. They don't care if you are 16 years old or 20 years old or 25. If you have money, I will find a way to bring you, let's say, to buy something.
Yes.
So the question is, those guys that are staying and spending time in this great store, do they have money in the pocket or not? If they don't have it, it doesn't matter if it's from parents or not. If they don't have it,
money is money.
they will just be in the store
Yes.
and have a nice time, but they will not spend the money. So that's why attracting the right people,
where
I
your
don't know.
concerns are. Yeah, I understand why you're concerned.
Yeah.
And it's logical to think that way. And last thing, I want to show you some comments, if you Darko agree.
Yeah, good idea. Great idea. Yes.
I found some comments on X space, Twitter, and TikTok, and I will show you. I want to show you just a second to see.
Do that, because I think one of the major parts of the marketing strategy of them was to create a social network hype so that everybody is talking about the store. And you see, we are already we are talking also about the store. So this means they already reached the target that people are talking about that. And much more people are, of course, talking about the store in the social networks. So it would be interesting to see it, yes.
Just a second. Here we can... Just in a minute, we will see comments. I put them together. You can see there is a lot of comments about new stores that people went and then express their feelings, their ideas or so on. And you can see a lots of Saturn. What is Saturn? That this is some store that was there. I'm not from Hamburg. I never.
Yeah, actually, yes,
never been to Saturn.
Saturn. So actually, it was another retailer, and then MediaMarkt and Saturn merged together, and that's why we still have. They call now MediaMarkt Saturn, and some stores were earlier Saturn, and then they changed them in MediaMarkt. But actually, it's one company with the two different brands today. Some people are emotionally attached to Saturn, of course, from the historical point of view. Some others more to MediaMarkt. But in this case, it's not that big issue, because at the end, it's a retailer who is very good, very famous in Germany, offering totally new and interesting store concept. That's only what matter in this case. So,
but there are a lot of people talk about Saturn. Sorry for my accent. I know it's not
good.
perfect, but
Good.
but I'm trying to pronounce Saturn good. You can see here a lot of comments that they're talking about that. And at the other hand, just a second to switch the slide. There is one comment that said that there is
for me, it's too small to read.
I tried to read once in German, and then I was like, what? and I can see it very, very nicely. But they are saying that this is big, shiny, big, great supermarket, mega market, however, and that you can experience great things there. But one of my girls said that it's more sparkling than it's a great. And I think that this is a great description for this store. It's lights are everywhere. Your eye, you don't know where to look. But at the end of the day, it's just a store. You have now and there you have something to try. You can
But now sorry to interrupt you. This comment was a little bit negative, you know. It was
Yes.
like it's shiny and no added value inside, but it's
Yes.
not like that. So it's
Yes.
the first. It's a big store, yes, and it should be big store, and everybody knows that it's big store. So if you are entering the big store, how can you expect a small store? It's not a small, it's a big one. So this is
But
the
people
first
don't
point.
want to walk. I think that they need to like put some bikes inside or
But
maybe a
no,
little
then go to another
vehicles.
store, go to the small store. It's okay. This is the first point. The second point, there are so many points which are better than earlier. For example, everything is sorted much better. Everything separated much better. You can find much better the people that can consult you because of those small boutiques around than earlier. So this is great. You don't need to wait. You don't need to ask if somebody is working here or not, because you know exactly. You need a watch, you go into the area where the watch brand is and you ask whatever you want. So this is another point. The third point or fifth point already, if you want to test something, you can do that. There are not that many stores where you can test almost everything and try. So this is perfect. And then you can spend as long as you want enjoying and relaxing. This is also not really typical. So I don't accept these comments. It's not like that. It's shiny, yes, but it provides added value. Yes.
Yes, it provides added value. Maybe I didn't say it in a good way, but I think that like proportion of how it's shining and what it gives to our customers, I think that I messed that up
No, but you're right.
earlier.
Your comment was absolutely good. And the comment which you showed was that more negative, so like shiny but no added value. So I didn't agree with that. With your comment, I agree 100%.
Yes, but I don't think that I put it very well together, but thank you very much. But for this topic, I'm very, very interested in how this will affect other retailers. I'm very curious to
Yes.
see how this will develop. What do you think about the impact that this store will make for another?
I'm sure that these guys set the targets for others. So now their competitors have to do the same and to do it even better. Because otherwise people will go in the store where they enjoy more. So that's simple. It's hard, but it's very simple. So I think it's for the consumer, it's perfect. Nothing better could happen because now the retail will move, something new will happen, and so suddenly the consumers will get more enjoyment, entertainment, added value, or whatever. So for consumer, it's perfect. For the retailers, it will be hard to match because now the other retailers have to think about their concepts and what they want to do, how to improve the concept and to be better than MediaMarkt. So
Yes, and
it will
it's
not be
big
easy,
investment.
but yeah, it's a big investment. Yes, sure.
Yes. And I'm looking forward for that competition between the retailers.
Yeah.
I think that it will be great.
For the consumers, perfect. Yes.
Perfect for the consumers.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that this is it. If you have anything, you can please comment below. Share with us your opinion about this topic. We would like to know what you think about this new strategy, new concept stores. Do you like it or do you don't like it? Please tell us what you think about that, and maybe when something like this store opens again, we will talk about that, and we will be in retail to show you things like this, to comment it together.
I think this retail talks on that way to comment and to discuss something what is just happening around us in the moment in retail. I enjoy that a lot. So I hope to create a real value for that.
Yes, it's spontaneously. We research a little bit. We find what we can find at the moment, but we need to discuss those topics and speak with you all to see what is our opinion to where we are standing right now, like a society, like retail stores or etc. And yes, I think it's great to have a conversation on this level. Darko, do you have something to add?
No. Thank you very much. I'm heading to Paris just in a couple of minutes. So if anybody in the audience is also in the Paris next week on the trade show, Paris Retail Week, I think it's the name of it, it will be my great pleasure to see you there. So we will have a booth with the fiscal solutions. Please join us. Let's discuss, and maybe we can talk even about this situation, and I can give you even some more ideas about changes in the retail. It would be my pleasure to meet you. Sonia, thank you very much. It was really interesting with you.
Thank you very much, Darko. I'm looking forward for events like this, and see you when you came back from Paris. Have a nice trip.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching.
See you. Bye.
Bye.